Ian, what's up, man? I think I'm live. I think I am. I hope that my screen is not off or crazy, but I wanted to go live because, well, you know what? It's football time in Kentucky. We are just over 24 hours or so for kickoff. And how could I not go live and talk about the football season started? We've all been waiting for this all year long, all summer long, and since basketball ended abruptly, and now that basketball is here, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. I'm hoping that when I see somebody jump on, I'll be able to ask them if my screen. I hope my screen is not all backwards and everything. I probably gotta flip it, but I definitely, when someone jump on or whatever, then I would definitely see how that works out. But anyway, man, I'm super excited to be guys. I'm coming here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm here in Bahrain right now, and I'm just doing a live show. I was like, you know what? I just I'm free. I've been busy today. Between last night and today has just been, especially last night and this morning, was crazy for me. So I'm definitely glad that we got that fixed and everything. But we're just going to just hang out for a few minutes and just talk about what's happening with our Wildcats. Looking forward to a to the kickoff. If ever who's on, if you could tell me if, oh, actually, I think I just saw that. So, um, yeah, did I do that? No, sorry about that. I got to do this right here so I can actually here. Okay, I could just get come on, man. Like I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for this right here. It is sideways. So I'm going to turn it like this. All right, there you go. That's better. Sorry about that. Hey, Sean, good to see you. My first YouTube out there today. Joining the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Once again, I just decided that, you know what, today I'm just going to go live. I know I wasn't supposed to until I got home, but I definitely wanted to just hang out with you guys, man. I miss you guys. I know I didn't get to go last night for Thursday, but you guys are you would, yeah, I just, yeah, I saw it on my other phone because I was getting ready to share it, and I saw that I was sideways. So I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna have to go back and edit that out, and maybe if I can take that out or whatever. So I'm glad I was able to fix it. And like I said, I didn't know I wanted to turn it, but I guess YouTube Live, I guess you can only go straight up. I don't use my phone very often, only because of the internet and like stuff like that. So I'm never really sure. And hold on one second, guys. Okay, that's better as well too. All that blurry light. So I had to fix some things. My fault for that. Look, man, I'm super stoked about I'm super crazy about what's going on right now with football, and I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, and it's here, man. Like no more dry days on Saturdays or Saturday afternoons, and up until end of March and next year should be filled with joy and excitement for our Kentucky football, for our Kentucky sports. Period. Now we get into the athletics parts of it, and this is what makes me smile the most. And you guys are really what makes this thing go. And I wanted to just say, why not, man? Let's just go live for a couple of minutes, and and let's just have some fun with it. So, how you guys feeling about football, man? Are you guys excited, man? Are you guys still riding high with believing that the Wildcats can go out here and somehow, some way have a very very special year if they go out and they play football the way they supposed to? I'm just doing this right here for a second. Um, football is exciting, man, here at Kentucky, and I think with the experience that we got coming back, with all of that being said, like I don't see why our guys' football season is here. Absolutely, I'm ready for a good season. I agree right here. Um, like I don't disagree. You know, our guys with the experience that they got and everything that's going on. For me, I just really, really, really hope that these guys are ready to come out and put it all together. Like we're so hungry as Kentucky fans. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, yes, we're not where we used to be at. And yes, we had a couple of years in there that we dabbled with some really, really great years. But we're just looking for our football team to be consistent. If our guys are going to be consistent this year with the experience that they have, then for me, like Like, why don't these guys just go out here and just do what they can do, and that's play football at a high level. For me, like I said before, I want to see Kentucky come out here and just dominate Southern Miss from the first snap to the end of the game. Like, don't let up. Just put it all out there. I know that they're not going to open up the playbook against Southern Miss the way that they may do against South Carolina, against Georgia, and stuff like that. But whatever you decide to do, whatever playbook that you decide to open against Southern Miss, please go out there and run it at a high level. Work out the kinks as fast as possible. Like, for me, like, you can't have this much talent on your team and still got to go out and continue to work out all these kinks. Like, I get it. Everybody, you're a little rusty. You got to get the game speed down and all of this. But I get all of that part of it. But at the end of the day, you guys got a lot of experience. Let's make the adjustments as fast as possible, and let's go out here and let's play some football the way that we believe that our Kentucky Wildcats are meant to do going into this year. This 2024 campaign, it's no reason why these guys shouldn't have a successful year. It's up to those guys inside the locker room to believe that they got what it takes to be able to get it done. It's football, man. Let's go play football. Let's do what Kentucky do. And let's shut the naysayers up. Just think about the guys that's inside the locker room, and let's focus on that. Hey, lady, I see you, Zeb. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. This is a very, very spur of the moment. I had a good day today. After I got man, last night was not good for me with my Airbnb, and today neither. It got worse from when I got here, and it just got worse this morning when I got up, and it just seemed like it just never ends. So I'm glad that I was able to get all of that fixed. The owner of Airbnb fixed all those issues, and I was able to move on. But it's pretty nasty, and it was very unprofessional of these guys to do what they did. And I hope that they don't do this again after I leave my reviews. But because it's football season, that will allow me firsthand to be excited about what's going on. And when my Cats are playing, I'm looking forward to. I think the game comes on my time at 2:45 a.m. So right after the ball game, right after 7. Injuries have been a big problem the last couple of years. So praying everyone. That is Zeb. I agree with you 100%. It's just like, can we stay healthy? Now, I get it. All the teams are going to have injuries, and they're going to have to do next man up and all that kind of stuff. But can UK have a year where we don't have a lot of, I mean, and we always seem to have a lot of key players who get hurt. And I mean, like, if we're being honest and if we're being real with everything that's going on, I mean, we don't recruit the 5-star guys like Georgia do. We don't recruit like Alabama, and they have 5 guy after 5-star after 5-star after 5-star. Like their depth chart. If they got 4 people in the depth chart, all 4 of those can be 5-star players. So Kentucky always tends to seem to get people that really, really make a difference, whether it's on the offensive side of the ball, the big blue wall, whether it's on the defensive line, the secondary. We always tend to seem to get somebody hurt who we wish could just stay healthy throughout the year and just give us a chance to actually really be a team that the fan base is hoping that you guys can be. If they do that, I think we can have a lot of success. The more reps, the more consistency, the more they gel together. So with us playing Southern Miss and playing South Carolina and then Georgia, we got a couple of games to kind of work some things out. But I think it all starts with that Southern Miss game. I think it's about building confidence. If we can really, really dominate Southern Miss, beat them like we're supposed to, come out and play a really well put together football game against South Carolina, and then get ready for Georgia with our confidence, with our motors running. Maybe anything can happen. I mean, I get it. People say, "Oh no, you can count that out. They're not beating Georgia," and I get it, and I understand why. It's Georgia. But when you want to dream big, and when you want to believe that something good can happen, then that's kind of what you do. You hope for the best, and then you kind of prepare for maybe what it may be after all. But at the end of the day, if our Cats come out and play football, why can't they be successful? Why come they can't have a 9-3 year, 10-2 year, why isn't this in, why does this right here seem impossible to happen? It doesn't have to be that way whatsoever. Our guys just got to come out and they got to believe within each other inside that locker room that they can actually get it, that they can actually get it done. Globetrotter. Is Larry, is that what you're saying that our Wildcats is? You saying our Wildcats are gold trotters? They just they don't know they play. I don't understand it. Can you make sure that that you elaborate on that so I can understand how you say the globe trotter with the football team? Unless you're talking about me always traveling or whatever. So I'm excited, man. Football season's here. We could say, I'm pretty sure those guys are, if not already, they already have gone. He's saying I am. Okay. So, hey, let me tell you, I posted on Twitter, and I posted on, no, not Facebook, but so I go to this banquet today, and I don't talk about football, so bear with me for a second, because I want to show you guys just the power of BBN or the reach. So my friends that I'm here with, they said, "Hey man, we're gonna go to a brunch today." They told me yesterday we're gonna go to a brunch. So I said, "Okay, no problem." I got up this morning. I put on I guess a decent shirt, whatever you want to call it, but it's hot here. So I put on that. I put on my shorts and everything. We get dressed. So when they pick me up, they said, "Okay, we're gonna come and get you right now." So they came and got me, and I get in the car. He's, one of the guys. He's dressed. He got a collar shirt on. I don't see what he's wearing down below or whatever, but his girlfriend, she's wearing a really, really nice dress. We go pick up our friends or whatever. We get to the brunch where we're going to eat at. And I see people getting out of the car and I'm like, okay, he got on a collar shirt and the pants. Basically, I walked into this brunch today and it was like rubbing elbows with the mayor, with the big people, whoever who, it was a lot of people and they had everything all organized and everything. So here I am, I'm feeling completely undressed. So later on in the brunch, it's going good. We eating food is forever. I'm walking through the floor to get me something to eat, and Lord behold, a guy comes walking through the brunch with a big UK shirt with a shirt on with a big UK sticker and a white UK head on. I was like, oh my goodness, dude, are you a UK fan? Man, he's actually from Richmond. He said, man, I'm a diehard UK fan for real. So that's the power of Kentucky of the BBN. BBN is worldwide, guys. We are everywhere. So here I am in Bahrain, and here I'm talking to another Kentucky fan in yesterday, and it was just good. So it was good to say, "Yo, man, go Cats!" And it was good. It was good to say, "Go Cats!" We're him and I both are looking forward to a year that we all as fans can be excited for. But just who just said it? Her, like I said today, we are looking for that 12-0 season. Hey, keep that Marcus McClinton video. We believe. Let's just believe. Hey, Earl, good to see you. Wendell, good to see you. Larry, good to see you as well. I think it's just all about continuing to believe. It's about continuing to believe in what we can do. Um, it's just about continuing what we can do as a club, as a team, as a coaching staff, and we just got to go out and play one down at a time and making sure that we do the best we can and make sure that we do everything we're supposed to do on this play to maximize our potential to be as good as we want to believe that we are. And we got to do that. Thank you for the like, everyone who just gave me a like. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not. Let me know if this is your first time watching here on YouTube as well too. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. But I'm pumped up about Kentucky football. And despite how the last 2 years look, and despite how people still sometimes view Kentucky football and says, "Oh, it's Kentucky football," it's not. Kentucky's a basketball school and everything. I would be it would be crazy for me to not, for me to not to sit here and to believe that my Cats has what it takes to be able to get this done. I just believe it with all my heart. I'm going to continue. Otherwise, if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't even be here right now talking to you guys. That's how excited I am about, and that's how much I believe, as Hurl has pointed out, that's how much I believe that we can find a way to have a really, really successful year. I don't want to think about us having a 7-5 year, I can't imagine having a 6-6 year. Like it just like it'd be a dumpster fire. And while that 6 wins and we go to the bowl game and all that kind of stuff, it's no one wants to see a 6 and win. No one wants to see a 7-6 win. I think at the bare minimum for me, uh, girl, open this show, this video. Oh, okay. I see what you, well, I'll talk to you about that, okay? Sandy, welcome to the show. I see you're looking forward to tomorrow night's game, but not as much as when basketball season starts. Let's go, kids. A lot of people can say that, man. A lot of people can say that they're ready for basketball season to start. And we still got 2 months to go, whatever it is, before Kentucky hits the court, even for the blue and white game or for the Big Blue Madness, because that's really when it starts right there, Big Blue Madness. But in just over 24 hours, we'll have a kickoff at Kroger Field, official football game of 2024 campaign. And I hope that just is we're all over the world. We are, man. Uh, we're everywhere, man. So it was good. And I didn't even realize it, but like before I seen him with the UK shirt on, I didn't realize that he was kind of he was setting at an angle at me. So even prior to that, I didn't even really realize that he was over there with a UK shirt on. But now, so after I met him, then every time I looked over that way, I just knew that I had another brother another brother from Richmond, Kentucky, that loved Kentucky, and that just felt good to see two of us in the room too. I actually saw a Georgia fan. A Georgia fan had on a hat, and I was like, "We're gonna get y'all this year." So we was talking. He was like, "Where you from?" I said, "Kentucky." He's like, "Man, don't talk to me." He said, "Man, stop." He said, "Stop lying to yourself. You gotta beat this year. Stop it." Yeah, I'm just the opposite. I like basketball, but I love our football cats. I'm, of course, it's, you, you can't talk about Kentucky if I'm not talking about basketball. But I want the success of the Kentucky football team so bad. Like why can't we have a year that people can just like, okay, you know what, basketball's coming, but I'm loving what our football team is doing. I'm loving what we're doing on the football field, and that's what we need to balance things off. Um, it just kind of continues to let our Wildcats kind of just fly under the radar because everybody is still so excited about what's going on with football. And I get it. We can debate that, or maybe not debate it any time of the week, but about Kentucky being a basketball school. But our fans, if you really want to get deep with it, I think our fans really truly want to see it start to be a balance of Kentucky football being a really, really good school along with Kentucky basketball. And I think if they want to do something, this is, like I said, for basketball, with as much experience as we have with football, this is about recruiting. This is about the young people who's considered Kentucky. Why do I want to come to Kentucky for? Why do I want to be a part of this program? You want to talk about being able to help Vince Merrill when it comes now? I get it. He's a big dog and he recruits good. But hey, any little help that he can get when you have a successful year and when you win in games, especially a couple that maybe nobody said that you have a chance to, then that's when you can actually start, like guys can start, okay, you know what? I can come to Kentucky and I can be a part of this. I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Dane Key a few years ago when we beat South Carolina. I think when we beat South Carolina, I think he called Dane Key while they was in the locker room and says, "You want to be a part of this?" You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. And can we get some wins? Can Vince Merrill go back and do that again in the locker room against Ole Miss? See, listen to this. Don't you want to be a part of this right here? Don't you want to be a part of what Kentucky football is doing? So these guys have got to come out. It's so much on the line. It's the implications of this year is not all. It's not just so much about how good can we be this year, but how can it help Kentucky football to continue to build, to make recruiting better and all this kind of stuff. Continue to get to have the fans. Now, congratulations. They sold out. What was it? Over 40 something, 40,000 tickets of home tickets. So they actually sold out, but that's the result of people believing in what the Wildcats can be. People are saying I would spend my money because I believe in the Kentucky Wildcats football team to be in a really good team this year So I would give my hard-earned money, and I hope that the football team understands how important it is to the people of Kentucky and the Big Blue Nation around the world of just how much we really are waiting for the football team to be that team. And we're looking forward to that. And I hope it's this year and not waiting until another year from now. Let's go win some football games. Let's go be productive, and let's show everybody that Kentucky football can compete on the highest level. And I don't want to, people can talk about, well, this is a very hard schedule. Everybody got a hard schedule. Well, I get it. We're like the fourth hardest schedule in the country. I get that. You can't just stop playing football because you got a hard schedule. You still got to go out here. I mean, you still got to go out here and play ball, regardless of who's on your schedule. It's not going to get any easier this year, and it's not going to get any easier moving down the road. It just ain't. Maybe we'll get lucky and have a schedule like Missouri one year, but right now it is what it is. Kentucky's football has got to go out, and we definitely got to have we definitely got to win some ball games and make things happen as well too. Do you think we would get in Jasper Johnson? Um, I I know we're talking about football, so I'll just answer this one basketball question. I don't think he's going to come back to Woodford County just to announce he's going somewhere else. I think if he was going to do that, I think maybe he can go on ESPN or something bigger than just going back to his high school to actually do the announcement. So just based on that aspect of it, it will be hard for me to say we're not going to get Jasper. So I really think Jasper's coming. I think it's a done deal as well. So we're definitely. I think it's the 5th of September, which is next week. I think it is. What, next Friday or something like that. So we're definitely standing by, waiting to see how that's going to turn out as well. So and there you go. That's just the power of Kentucky basketball. People are always going to be interested about recruiting. People are always going to be interested about what's going to happen next. Are we going to get the guy? I'm not going to get the guy. But I really think if I got to give an answer today, I think because what he's going to do his location and his announcement, I think he's going to go back to Kentucky. I think he's going to sign with Kentucky. Kerry Parks, thank you so much for joining. It's good to see you back. Deep Dapu, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. DHH, I see you. Thank you. And hey, Wendell, thank you for that question as well too. I appreciate all of that. We're hours away, not days, but we are hours away from kickoff. Well, if you want to say days, it'll be less than a day at 7:30, 7:45 tonight, whatever, Eastern time. So anyway, it's tomorrow. And because it's tomorrow, we're gonna say we are one day down. We are hours away from kickoff at Kroger Field. I'm pretty sure the guys are already staying in their hotel. They've already been secluded. They're going over the last little minute details, working this, just make sure everybody's on the same page one last time. And just tomorrow, get ready for the first catwalk. If you're going to the game, or if you're going to be at the catwalk for the first thing, please put in the comments, I'm going to the game. Jeff, I see you. Thank you so much. I'm going to the game. I'm going to be at the catwalk. You never know who may watch this and say, I'm going to be there too. Good. Meet up or whatever. You'll be surprised. We'll make some friends, make some connections or whatever. But I'm definitely looking forward to, I'm definitely good. I got work tomorrow night. Hope it shows it on YouTube. Look, I still gotta find a way to. I'm not even sure. So I fly home tomorrow. I fly home tomorrow, so I got to go home and go to bed, so I can find a way to get up and watch the ball game at 2:45. But I'm definitely gonna watch that ball game, and then remember the post game show would be directly after the ball game. We would do a quick. I mean, it's Southern Miss, so it won't be an extremely long post game show because it's Southern Miss, and we should take care of business. But it is the first one of the year, so let's get hype about it. Let's do what we do, and let's get ready to watch UK run rampant over Southern Miss the way that it's supposed to be. Anyhow, I love 7 minutes from the field, but I'm watching. Um, oh, I live 7 minutes from the field, but I'm watching from home. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I mean, you ain't got to deal with that traffic. You get the replay. It's a replay, and Harold, you get to be right on the show, right out the post game show, uh, to help the show to be a major success. Some of you guys come on here, man, and you guys really, really help push the show along. You guys really, really help the show become really. You guys make the show go from good to really, really great. So I always appreciate that very, very much. Um, so it'll be live here on YouTube, Facebook. Twitter or X or whatever. So whatever you choose to watch, it will mean do you hear the fans? Maybe I do. I'm sorry. I'm not in a position where I can turn but it won't be this loud. You talking to Pearl. I thought you was talking about the fan of my AC. I'm feeling silly. I got you. It took me a minute. I got it. I was like, it's hot over here, but it's not as hot as Kuwait, but it's hot here. Um, so I definitely can't take off. I can't turn off my AC. It might be a little louder than home, but I know, right? I feel silly. It's been a long day. My my Airbnb was not good at all, and not good at all. So that really started my weekend off really bad. But I'm glad it got fixed eventually, and it's good to go. So I'm glad that. And I was angry, and I don't really get angry a whole lot, but I was angry at the host of this Airbnb. Um, so I'm glad. I hope that it all got fixed or whatever. Hopefully, but I would love to go, but my back can't handle sitting in the stadium seats. Ooh, yeah, man, those stadium seats. Well, you know what? Harold, I hope it's a game that the fans can be excited about, and I hope the fans are on their feet the whole ball game. I really hope they are. I hope the starters do like exceptionally well, and then they bring in the backups, and then they do exceptionally well, and they just make it out of one big party the whole ball game. So maybe, hopefully, it won't be a lot of sitting around. Nothing like that. It's a night game, so it's going to be out. Now, I'm not sure about the weather in Lexington. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, but um, it is August of the ball game, so it's still going to be warm even at night. It might not be as bad, but I'm not quite sure what the weather's going to be like. But it's going to be a foot. It's football night in the Bluegrass in Lexington, Kentucky. The Kentucky Wildcats are going to take on and beat down Southern Miss at home tomorrow night, Saturday night at 7:45, 2:45 a.m. for me. Hit the like and share. Everybody help Mike out. Thanks, Sandy. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Supposed to rain, so it should be a sloppy, fun game. Now, what I don't, hey Ronald, I see you. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. I say score 35-10. UK wins it. Going to rain a little. Now, I hope if it rains, I hope it doesn't throw off our chemistry. I hope that Brock is ready for that. I hope maybe they've already had Brock throwing a wet ball. But all the quarterbacks, as a matter of fact, the running backs holding on to the balls. Um, Once again, I said before, I hope these guys, I hope Brock, I hope our running backs, I hope they come out and get hit hard on the first part of the game. Just go ahead and give up your body and just get hit, and just so you can just bounce back up and you can say, okay, now you gave me your best. I've been hit. Now I'm ready to play football, and let's get with it and let's grind this thing out. So I'm really, really hoping that those guys, I'm hoping that those guys can do that, so we can get on. It's going to be a tight game. I hope it's not a tight game, Kerry, because if it's a tight game, you don't tell you don't tell 40,000 people who bought season tickets that they got to come to watch Southern Miss and it's going to be a tight game. Now, no disrespect to Southern Miss and there, but if we really want to call ourselves a team that's trying to have a special year, then you got to start it off with a dominance of Southern Miss. You cannot come out here and just have a tight game like we did in years past. And it's the end of the third quarter, and now we need a big stop just so we can get the ball back, so we can go up on a touchdown or whatever. I don't want to I don't want to have to sit on the end of my seat during the ball game wanting to and wondering if we're gonna win this ball game or not. I'm like I want to be able to I want to be able to maybe walk out of the room for a few minutes and just because I got something to do or whatever. I don't want to have to be standing in the room because I don't know if I can I'm going to find a way to pull it off or not. So I hope it's not a tight game. I can deal with a tight game against South Carolina. I can do that, but against Southern Miss, please don't let it be a tight game. Please let us just put this team away and just put our hope away. And so people are not people are not gonna have to start doing wild shit and start pacing around the house and biting their fingernails just because we do not know what's going to happen against Southern Miss and if we're gonna be able to find a way to close the game out. That is just something we don't need, and that's a fact. You heard that from me right here.
Uh, Jeff says Big Blue Wall gonna dominate. I hope they do. I really hope that the Big Blue Wall is the Big Blue Wall. Now we're SEC linemen. We're SEC linemen. Let's act like we are. We got experience up front. Let's act like we experienced. Let's act like we belong in the SEC because it's only going to get harder week after week after week. It does not get any easier. We cannot go and let Southern Miss defensive line just plow over us and just run and just make sure that you just that they're just causing a lot of havoc on Brock. We gotta perform like we here to play football in 2024. Those are just the things that we really got to focus on, man. We really do, man. We just like this is kind of stuff that we just can't do. Um, yeah, I hope they talking about Florida, Colorado, and North Dakota State. I think Blue Wall going to dominate Colorado and North Dakota State. Are they playing today or tonight? Dion gets prime time, huh? Yeah, I hope they are talking about Georgia. Howdy, BBN. Paul Kershaw, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I see all you guys. Running back from Ohio State. Maybe I'm scared. Well, the running back from Ohio State is out with a broken hand. So at the earliest, he may be back for a couple of snaps against South Carolina, but they're looking at maybe Georgia. That he'll be back. So we don't even have the running back from Ohio State, Chip, because he's hurt. His hand is broke. But we definitely gonna wait and see how that goes. I mean, next man up. If you're gonna have somebody that's gonna get hurt, getting hurt for the Ohio from the Southern Miss and South Carolina game, I could probably deal with that. I could probably live with that. But moving forward, we're gonna need these guys to be healthy and back. Well, I mean, Chip wants to play against Georgia. There is no way on earth this guy wants to miss this ball game. I'm willing to say that Chip will be back for the Georgia game, if not for some of the South Carolina game. But we definitely gonna need him. They just need to get the UK fans yelling, and they can be fired up with the DHH. That's exactly what it was close last night. Oh, it was close last night. Okay, it was a game last night. Okay.
I see what you're saying now about the Colorado game. It was Ronald. It was okay. I'm Gary. My apologies for that. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Please forgive me for that. Um, but this year, I'm definitely looking forward to a very productive year. Hopefully, it's a special year. If we could just leave all the noise outside the locker room and continue to play ball, to me, we'll have a shot at doing something special. But it all starts tomorrow. Up front, we got to keep going. What if that's a football play? His hand really ain't broke. They're saving him from Georgia. They don't want Georgia to see film on it. I'm not sure. I mean, I mean, if anything, I want him to take some hits and get him a couple of snaps against South Carolina. I mean, unless he just like dominates against South Carolina and has film, I would get him about maybe eight to nine carries against South Carolina. You got to get his body hit by somebody else besides Kentucky. He's been out, he's been practicing, so to get him back in against South Carolina and get some hits, get some reps or whatever, some real game time experience. To me, I think that would be vital. And then of course you get him in there and you ready. He's ready for Georgia game. That's pretty important to me in my thoughts as well. So um, Nabi and Magger, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go Kentucky football, man. Let's have a special year. Let's see if we can get the 10 wins. Let's see. Look, it's one game at a time. And I don't want to get ahead because anything is possible. And I say that all the time. So it's no exception to UK. Anything is possible. We can lose any game, or maybe we can maybe we can win most of the games. You never know. But we got to go out there and we got to play like we really, really want to play the game of football as well, too. I'm glad you guys wasn't here for the beginning of it when my screen was all sideways. And I forgot that only when you're on your phone, you can only go up and down. So that's going to be really ugly. Maybe Dapu, if you're still watching, maybe maybe we can fix that. I'm not sure if we can. Maybe cut that out and just kind of just do the other part of the video. I'm not sure if we can do that or not, but let's see if we can fix that. If we can't, make I'm from Subway, sir. Um, hey, sir. Uh, I'm from Subway. And you, Nabin Magger. Subway. Subway on base. On base at Subway. Is that the base you're talking about? In Q8, Nathan Magger. If so, thank you so much for joining, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you jumping on and watching. It means a lot to me. I think that's the one you actually, the one on at Subway. So thank you. You told me that you was going to go subscribe to the channel, and you did. I know you was working when you told me, but I definitely appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. Don't forget hit that like button. It means a lot to me. Jeff says not to change the subject, but how about Jasper looking good for us? Yeah, and Jeff, I just spoke about that. Window asked about it if he thought if he thinks we're gonna get Jasper. I think we are only because of only because of him doing it at home at his high school or his old high school, whatever it is. Only because he's chose to do it there and nowhere else, then I think it's a lock, and I think we'll get him. All crystal balls are pointing towards it and everything, so we definitely gonna wait and see. And I think that's gonna be a big get for us. I think it's a done deal. It's just a formality of announcing, giving him his time, his praise, his celebration, same way that we did for Marino, and just celebrate him choosing Kentucky over Alabama and North Carolina. But I think it came down to Kentucky and Alabama at the end of the day. But I'm really looking forward to that too as well. Not to my bad, right? Family and NIL. It's all about the family, and I think the NIL is going to grow and everything. And I think with football and basketball, if we're winning, the money's going to be there. The money is just going to be there. People around the program who love Kentucky, whether it's football or basketball, they don't mind dumping money into the program for the NIL so we can get some players here. But I think it's all about the success of what they're doing on the football field and on the basketball court. Can we have that year that can be special, that it can motivate more and more donors or more and more things? Just like KSR selling the beer and everything that's going back to the NIL. People are trying to make sure that Kentucky has the funds in order to compete in the NIL world because it's not going anywhere, and that's football and basketball. So if we can have a really, really great year, then I think personally, I think a lot of that stuff starts really taking care of itself on a max level, um, that blows our mind even more so than maybe of course, more so than it has been since it's really got started. So let's see what kind of year we can have. Let's see if it's so much pending based off how we have a year. It's so much pending based off if we can win some football games or basketball games. Some games that maybe people say, no, we're not going to win. We're not going to win that game. Oh my goodness, Kentucky beat them. Are you serious? Yes, Kentucky beat them, and that's the way it should be. And that's our mindset that we're going to have moving forward. Is that we can go into a ball game as long as we play smart offense, defense, and special teams. Then we can keep ourselves in the game and not have any bonehead plays that's going to kill the plays. That's going to keep the defense on the field longer than what they are. It's going to, we don't want no penalty that's going to put the offense behind the chains, really behind the chains. Unless we got a really, really, really high power offense, which I hope we do. But at the end of the day, let's play smart basketball and let's go out and let's beat some guys and show that Kentucky football is back and that we are about to have a great year. Maybe Jasper will be at the football tomorrow night since his dad played for UK. Could be, all these things are hoping. Thanks, DHH. I appreciate it. All of all these things are really pending the excitement of the fan base even more is what kind of season do we have? And you do that. And I like what Kerry Park says. If Kentucky wins, NIL money is endless. And I think that is really what sums it up right there. If we winning, the money is going to be there. It just will, because people are passionate about Kentucky football, and they want to make sure that our basketball, and they want to make sure that we have the best opportunity to win the game by getting the best personnel here at Kentucky on football and basketball teams. And then even for the women's team, even for volleyball, for baseball, it's so easy to leave all them little small sports out. They all make a difference because they all fall in the athletic department. But the more NIL that we get, the more the students athletes for different sports can also benefit from what's going on. But we just got to have a successful year, and football is the biggest program. So if those guys can go out and have a 9-3 year, a 10-2 year, oh my goodness, you talking about the excitement. You talking about people that want to throw money into the program. It'll be crazy, and that's for sure. So Harold says, why not Kentucky was Jojo Kim? I'll go back and watch, but gotta go, my brother, and talk to you. Thanks, Harold, so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to get off here too as well. Matt Short, thank you for jumping in. Once again, guys, I just wanted to jump on today. I know all the other shows and stuff is going off. I'm here in Bahrain, and I just got back from I've been out all day with friends and like stuff like that. But we went to a nice brunch, and I ran into a Kentucky guy. So BBN is all over the world. And I'm just excited. The football season is less than 24 hours away or something like that. I know it's a little bit more than 24 hours, but overall, the guys will be on the field within less than 24 hours warming up. I just put it like that. And I guess that's how we can get within the 24 hours. But anyway, hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't. If you never subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Until tomorrow, post game show directly after the football game. Be ready. Let's talk football. And I'll see what time it is. I may take a couple of calls, but I will have to go to work directly after the show is done. So I'll see how that goes and everything. But the show is probably about 45 minutes to an hour, but it is Southern Miss, so maybe about 30, 35 minutes or whatever. It shouldn't really be a long show because we should take care of business. But we are going to be excited about football. So let's talk about it together after the post-game show. And until next time, I'll see you guys. You guys have been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show. I'm your host, Mike. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm out. Now, this is the part that I don't know how to do. I don't know how to end the video. So let's see. Nope, that is definitely not it. I don't know how to end it. Let me see right here. Yep, end.